Social media has given us the ability to stay in touch with creators that we've always admired, loved, enjoy their work in comics. It's a good thing. It's an insight into their life, but sometimes that insight sucks. Now, I'm not talking about creators who say mean things or any of that kind of stuff or rude things or offensive to fans. I'm just talking about now that we have this insight into the lives of creators. Did we want that? Like, are you glad that you got it? Hey, everybody, this is Perch. I think the unsung hero of creator social media is Instagram. And I'll explain why. Of all the different platforms, that seems to be the one where there's less kind of overall shenanigans. There's more kind of a direct kind of insight into what people want. Now, this is going to be, I don't know. I hope this doesn't come across just bitchy, but it might. I'm just putting that out there. Um, I think that when you are on social media, if you're any kind of public figure or you're a creator, I don't even think this is a public figure issue. I think it's more of a creator thing. There's two types of people that will follow you that will be in your circle of friends. Type number one is interested in you as a person. They're kind of curious what you had for dinner, if you cook something fancy, if you've got a new job, is it your birthday? I don't know, whatever is going on in your life. That's you've got friends that are interested in those things. Maybe family members, maybe your grandmother is following you on Twitter. I don't know. But they're there basically to get insight into your actual life. Did you take your cat to the pet store to get groomed and the person OMG didn't know how to clip the nails properly and your cat was super pissed and you had to go for like a spa day with your cat to calm them down? Is that something that went on in your life? Yeah, there's probably somebody who's interested in that, and those people are your friends or your family. And then the second type of people who might follow you are people who are interested in your work. This is where, and primarily this is probably more true for artists, but this is where people are following you and they're curious about your sketches, they're curious about your process, and you don't have to provide that. You're a creator. You can do whatever you want. This does fit in the world of do what you feel like. Nobody is saying that you have to go online and you have to start hawking your work. Is it a good idea? Yeah, it's probably a good idea because your money is often built on reputation and following, and that you have an audience. If you're going to do some kind of crowd-funded thing, you need to generate a crowd. It's kind of in the word. But on the other hand, if you have a nice steady office job, if you've got that tenured position at DC drawing whatever it is, then you don't need to create a social media account. If you're a comic artist, like if you're John Byrne at that point, at this point, you don't need a social media account to help build your audience. You've done that over the last 30, 40 years. People know you're good. Same thing, Chris Claremont. Brian Michael Bendis is another one. Love him or hate him, he's established. He doesn't need to go on social media and kind of like, here's my process. Look at all the words I've got. He doesn't need to do that. He does that in the comics every month. Sorry, I've taken a lot of shots at Bendis. It's all out of love. I mostly. Um, I, he's a friendly enough guy. I've met him many times, and he's a friendly guy. I do believe he genuinely cares about comics. Now, there's a whole kind of other side to him of people who work with him that's maybe not as nice, but that's a whole different story. At any rate, it's just a fan kind of meeting a creator. He's always polite and cordial and all is good. And no, he doesn't talk your ear off. Can you imagine that? He's a man of a few words in real life. Anyway, sorry, I got off on a tangent there. But those fans are interested in your work. Now, as a creator, I've watched many creators get pissed when fans seem to be less than enchanted with the stories of the food they had for dinner, or kind of this, OMG, there was a virus and it totally wiped out your friend's machine for like a day, and then, oh, such a headache. Or even including your views on politics and things. When you post that kind of stuff, fans sometimes get obnoxious. Like they'll say things like, "We don't care about that stuff." Now, to be fair, and I just underline, make it clear, that's dick behavior. If a fan goes onto social media, follows a creator, and then starts ragging on them for what they're posting, the fan's being kind of a dick. I mean, no mistake about it. Maybe not even kind of a dick. I've seen people like go and onto Jerry Ordway's. Is that right? I'm not sure that's right. Anyway, and a creator has been around for a bit of time. I think it was Ordway, and just rail on him like, nobody cares that you got onto a plane today. Nobody cares that you're voting for this person. Nobody cares. It's like, yeah, but you hunted the guy out. You followed him on social media. I mean, that's kind of on you. You went looking, and you're rude. At the same time, again, to be fair, if you're a creator, you've got a public presence, and it's not surprising. I'm not saying the behavior is good, but it's not surprising that people come to your social media account looking for your work. You're kind of putting yourself out there, and to make it worse, and creators always hate it when I bring this up. When the comic book prints your Twitter handle or your Facebook handle in the comic, they're making a direct connection to your work. So it's definitely fans need to be polite about it, but it's not insane to think that these people are coming thinking they're getting more of your work. You or your publisher has made that connection. If you wanted to keep your account private, you could have always used a different handle, different name, kept it, tell the publisher, hey, don't print my handle where I discuss bargains at wherever the hell I'm shopping. I mean, that kind of stuff. In addition, and I'm doing this as kind of a public service. Keep in mind, assholes are assholes. People who come online and harass and are assholes are assholes. The same thing. If the creator is going to go to war with the fans on their social media, the creator's being an asshole. Assholes are just assholes. I'm trying to give you reasons for why these assholes might exist, because I see various creators many times post things like, I don't know why these people are attacking me. I don't know why these people are trolling me. I don't know why these people come out of the woodwork. It must be that they're all bigots or something, some reason. It's kind of sucks if you're a white dude creator. You're kind of screwed. You don't have a good excuse. You kind of have to at that point just kind of hope that you've got a friend or something. You can kind of attach it that way. Like, it's these white dude bros who are coming into my mentions of, because of my friendship with this one guy I went to college with 30 years ago. I don't know. At any rate, uh, I'm saying this as a public service. If you really want to avoid getting trashed and having people come at you, because the internet is full of assholes, some simple things you can do to make your life better. Number one, maybe keep if you're going to be plastering your social media handle all over your work, maybe have a separate one for friends and family. Maybe a private group where you talk about your cat. I don't know. That's one option. Number two, and this is kind of an interesting one. uh, don't don't do this kind of vague humble brag bullshit. It annoys everyone. You think you're being clever, but everyone just thinks you're being a douche. It's the people who are like, I've got an exciting new project coming up, but I can't tell you about it. But I had to do so much. I had to go through the archives and get some samples ready, and it's gonna be good. Or I just did a pitch to a publisher. Now, fingers crossed, will I get it? Hoping for some good news. Wink, wink, wink. Again, your family, your friends might be amused by that stuff, but the fans, it just sounds like you're being an ass, especially if you do this all the time. And there's some creators who do this like every day. It's these vague kind of rando tweets. The other one that is a favorite, not, I mean, I've said, it's not a favorite at all, is a tweet of like, yep, here we go again. Another problematic guy. You know who I mean. And then one of the other creators will come in going, oh, that guy? Yeah, I know who you mean. Just say who you mean. Come on. Just say it. This kind of this vague stuff, you just piss people off when you do that. Now again, you're free, it's a free country. You can do whatever it is you want. But if you're and I say this now to the new up and coming creators, just take it from me. Here's some advice that will make your life way easier. Don't care who your politics, I don't care. You can be whatever you want. You can be you could have 8 million pronouns in your bio. It doesn't matter. You should feel free to do that. But here's a suggestion. Number one, separate a personal account from a professional account. Consider making your professional account something like Instagram. Instagram is good for this because you control it, it limits the media out there, and it directly ties to your work more. You'll gain more of an audience. That's advice number one. Number two, don't be all cutesy with like problems or things in your social media. It's just say what you mean, or better yet, don't say anything. Just don't go into the that guy's problem. I know who you mean. I'm not going to say who you mean, but just it's douchey. People don't like it when I reference somebody and I won't name their names because I'm trying to protect their anonymity, and I'm just a nobody commentator. Imagine how annoying it is as a named creator. It's super annoying. I'm just pointing that out. I third, first, consider like what it is you're trying to project out there into the world. Because if your goal is to gain an audience, get some work, get some other things, the best foot forward is one that shows you're kind of responsible, reliable, have your head on straight, all that kind of stuff. That's your best bet. You're going to make a lot more success when a publisher comes to you and it's like, hey, I'm interested in you in a project. Imagine the happiness and the ease of just pointing them to a social media account that's nicely curated with your work, samples of your work, things you like, recommendations of things that are similar to you. You could just point them to this account and have no worries that you're going to have any kind of crazy nonsense. This is a case, I absolutely hate the feature, but this is a case where if you're a creator and you're disciplined enough to keep the work complete, the feed completely to your work, turn off the replies. Don't let people come in. Then again, you can just hand this to a publisher, a coworker, somebody who's soliciting you for a job, whatever else. You just post, and you don't need to worry about the person like clicking on this one tweet that's got 800 responses because some jackass mentioned you on a YouTube channel and they're wading through endless piles of crap. I mean, you don't want that. Granted, you're not the one who posted that crap, but it's in your feed. It still reflects on you. You don't want to have to, trying to get a job at a publisher and have to explain why, you're battling a Nazi and you're in Twitter. You don't want to have to explain that. It slows down the process of you getting work and money. Just separate the two. That's all I'm saying. It is funny. I just there's so much. It's other people have referenced it as virtue signaling, and I get the phrase, but it's both simpler and dumber than that most of the time. It's just it's just nonsense, and I don't think of just try and think about how it's coming across to others. Remember, social media is as much about other people as it is you. Yes, you're posting, it's a stream of your life. That's all true. But what's also true is that there are people reading it. It's on public display. Think about your house, decorating your house. You put up pictures on the wall, you get the nice furniture that you like, you do all these kinds of things. Okay, that's you, that's your personality. Social media isn't like your house. It's like your house is in the middle of a mall with no walls and everybody's walking by it. You're picking your furniture, you're picking all these things, and everyone gets to see everything you're doing. That's why it's a different game. It's not yours anymore. If you want to have that private house, have a private account, invite friends and family. Your public account is like building a statue in the middle of a park. You do not control who sees it, who views it, what people think about it. That's on everyone else. Anyway, my opinion. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. What is some good advice you can give? What's stuff that annoys you that shows up in a creator's feed that maybe the creator doesn't even realize that it's annoying? Maybe you could help somebody out. Leave a comment below. Hey, like, subscribe, all on social media. Yeah, I'm on social media. I say stupid things all the time, but I'm not a creator. So, hey, you can just call me stupid. It's fair is fair. Most importantly, thanks for listening.